So I got this segment I call Game for Lames, man. Let the people know some game you didn't acquire, some knowledge you didn't got, you feel to help you like deviate from some bullshit and kept you focused. Game for Lames, man. Called Game for Lames.
Game for Lames, man.
No, we gotta start teaching the newer generation, the kids coming up in this music shit, that it's other jobs in music. Yeah. Like what y'all doing right now is manager jobs, it's tour managers, it's motherfucking lawyers, it's all kind of aspects of the game where you could still be a part of this shit for real and get money. Like what you said, you want to be behind the scenes and get money. There's so many jobs like that where you really could do it instead of niggas fighting to try to be the star. Cause that's all niggas rapping now. They want to be stars instead of knowing who they really are. That's why I said niggas gotta check themselves. Know who you really are and then rap. Are you rapping with a purpose? Are you rapping to advance the culture? Or are you rapping to be popular and a star? Because you can be popular and a star doing other shit than making music. Yeah, so it's like, there's so much shit in the world that you could do. So it's like, you don't gotta do that. Like, let's start teaching kids about the other side. Cause that's one of the things y'all can do with this platform. Tell these motherfucking young niggas, let's start building the business infrastructure of Vegas. Cause if you go do this and you go do this and you go be the new Lior, you go get you a job at Spotify, young man. You go get you a job at YouTube, young man. Let's start getting in these motherfucking buildings. So now when a Vegas artist come up there, you got a nigga at YouTube, you got a nigga at Spotify, you got a nigga at Apple Music that can now fuck with our music and get us on these playlists. But if everybody trying to rap, instead of using their charisma to bullshit the game, you ain't gonna spend the money to go work the records, you ain't gonna spend the money to work your ads, you ain't gonna spend the money to get it mixed and mastered right and recorded right. So if you ain't gonna do the due diligence but you still wanna be in the game, go get in the building and help niggas that are gonna do that.
For real.
Don't dilute the game for niggas really doing this shit. Like, I'm really pure, niggas hear my shit, I'm really giving game when I'm talking. So it's like, niggas, that's why I don't be saying I'm competing, because I don't make the same kind of music, because the game I can provide ain't the same.
Yeah, right.
I got a small percentage of the world type game I'm giving niggas, because everybody ain't got to see it from that lens.
Yeah.
So it's like, it ain't no competition. I'm just giving what God given me. When I said I made an album in 3 weeks, that shit is because it took a lifetime to get to that, to be able to talk that quick. Over them beats. But the album that's about to come out, that shit took time.
Yeah.
But this one just happened to be like, damn, I'm inspired. And I just started hitting it and it was just coming out like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that took a lifetime. So it's like God just right now working through me to provide that game. But he utilizing me right now as an artist. I'm not looking at this shit like, oh, I'm trying to be rapping 10 more years unless the hits get like that and I got to do concerts. But I'm looking to become an exec. To really push the game forward. But I want to win championships as a player, so then these young niggas will respect game, because they gonna be like, oh yeah, GT, he was that nigga, hell yeah, so I gotta listen to him. So when they sign or they want me to help them do this and that, they know I know what I'm talking about, and I ain't out there catting just to look like I'm tight or to be popular. It's like, no nigga, I'm giving you wisdom and experience, not me trying to finesse you or do this. You know I did this shit, you saw it, and we did it from the ground up. You know I can give you the game to help you with your shit. So it's like, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It ain't to compete with niggas or to make niggas think I want to be Mr. Popular and none of that shit. Man, I got a family. I just had a son. I ain't on that shit. Like, I'm just trying to make money for them, give niggas inspiration, and make the city look proud.
For sure, man. You do it the right way, though, man. I tell people all the time, man, in Vegas, we see you before we hear you. And it's fucked up, but that's why you gotta do it on both levels, man, for them to respect you.
I mean, even like what you said about it take years. I think Jay-Z said it when he said your first album is your whole life before that album. The next album is the one that was 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or whatever. But your first album is your whole life before that album. So you got so much more to give to a person. That's why a lot of people's first albums is considered classic. Because I'm giving you my whole life. I'm giving you 20 years or 16 years or 30 years. Like whatever, however old I was to give you this album, that's how much I'm giving you this time. So that's some real shit.